And welcome back to the Mighty Misfit Menagerie, or cast. Thank you so much for joining us. We're going to be doing about 2 hours here of Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition. And jumping in, who remembers what happened last time?
That's all.
It's some kids.
Older.
Yeah, so we finished fighting the trolls, I think, 2 times ago, and found out that we'd been double-crossed by the man that took us out there to find them.
Big
and in
surprise.
finding him, yes, we found out that the hag had told him to kill us all. And as we blew down the doors, taking the not diplomatic choice there, my bad, I got real excited. She forced him into a change and 2 children that she had in her capture. We saved everybody and she fled. And it turned out that he did it because there's a curse on his daughter that the hag was helping him to stop, or at least keep at bay, as long as he did her bidding, which included kidnapping those children from the town.
Or caused.
As the episode came to a close, you searched the hag's lair, found a few magic items. And as you were leaving, you set the house ablaze while you were walking away into the woods back to Sutton. And that's when we will open up. So you have, I'm assuming, Thaddeus in chains or some kind of rope?
Yep.
All
That's
right.
my band name in high school.
I'm sure we want to be having him in chains when we bring him into Sutton. Or are we sneaking in?
I mean, he did try to murder us.
And the
as far as
children
our
can...
cover is concerned, that is still a bad thing, right?
And he still works for the Lord here.
But the children could corroborate our claims. He took them from their beds.
Mhm. So we really got to decide, do we turn Thaddeus in or do we side with Thaddeus? Is
Well,
really
we should at least check the curse on his daughter, because, see if there's anything we can do, and hopefully you just say we dealt with the problem.
Oh, and also we're big damn heroes. We saved the kids, didn't we?
Yeah.
All of them. All 3.
So we get paid, right?
You get paid.
Say that so ominously, Mark.
Oh no, Rook was saying we get paid. That was in character. It was rhetorical.
Wait, Thaddeus. Oh, wait, I want to say this away from Thaddeus. I don't want to say this in front of him.
Use message or the sending orb.
If I,
Or just pull one of us aside.
okay. Yeah.
I'll go aside with you.
Okay. This might solve 2 problems at once. We found the children and the reason for their escape, and we now have incriminating information on the city lord. His right-hand man was committing the atrocities.
Oh, that's a good point.
That's true.
If we give this information to our merchant friend, then we might be able to get out of both predicaments.
Maybe we should not enter the city yet and hold back a little bit and find her.
That'd be something for you to do, Dash.
Yeah.
I don't know
Thaddeus,
if he's the best
what
person
kind of
to talk
exotic
with her.
creatures have you caught?
Do tell.
As I'm
Our,
keeping him.
Dash here doesn't have the best reputation with the merchant captain.
Nicolette was fine. It was, what's his name?
Yeah,
Well,
Nicolette was just kind of
She didn't
laissez-faire
care.
about you because you were supposed to sneak around and you got caught by the guard once before.
Well, and to be honest, we could just wait in the woods and have her come out and meet us, couldn't we?
Yeah.
Like, we don't
So-
have to do it ourselves.
Yeah, I mean, you could get a message to her through Philip or something.
Oh, I don't have Philip yet because I had sent Philip back to town, I think.
Still, one of us could go in town, find her. I'm assuming she told us where she works and stuff.
Yeah, just send Bishop and Dash and just have them go collect her and then meet us out here.
I'm not the most quiet person if we're trying to do this quietly.
No, we don't need to do it quietly because we're not doing anything wrong. So,
Just without much outside notice, that's all. I mean, just, casually get her and tell her we have the information she is looking for.
yeah.
And we
Okay,
could
let's do that.
Try.
Okay. Right, as you head back to Sutton, it is a kind of a long trek. It's going to be a few hours until you'll actually get there. Slowing down speed a bit because of the children. They're not walking too quickly.
I get as many as the children as I can.
You could probably get 2, one on each shoulder.
I could also cast tensors.
How long does that last?
An hour.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it would definitely speed it up
Okay.
for that 1 hour for sure.
The kids would love it too.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. Be a little fun.
Unless you guys want to do anything else, I'll say you get to the edge of town. At this point, probably right at sunset, maybe a little past sunset.
I did want to ask, like, the hunter guys, like, can you describe some of the symptoms of the curse that's been affecting your daughter at all?
And keep him behind the tree line.
She's been sickly since she was born. Her mother, unfortunately, was not very good when she was pregnant. So she has no specific ailment, just an overall lack of ability to do much. She comes down with a common cold, I would say, once every few days. She has no energy to do anything. The one thing that did help with the potions from the creature. But without those, I fear she's destined for not a very good life.
Well, you made the choice of your own daughter over the children of several others in the village.
That I did.
Yeah.
And I would do it again.
I can't cite you for that.
Honestly, I don't know if any of us would have done different.
No. But it doesn't mean the consequences aren't fair.
And I'm ready to take those consequences.
You're a good man, Dennis.
Please just help my daughter however you can.
And also, that shit butchered that beautiful Catableepus meat that you brought in. Just
You see just a kind of a wry smile on his face as he goes back down to sulk.
We will. I promise you, we will do what we can to help your daughter. No child should suffer because of the faults of another.
Have you considered praying to Ilmater to take some of her suffering?
I don't know how many gods I've prayed to, and still nothing.
Why don't me and you pray together and see if we can't get through?
All right. Hangs his head low as you start praying.
I just figured we would do like off camera. I don't know if it's going to work or not, but
Who are we sending in town to find Nicolette?
Bishop and Dash.
Head right in.
You guys are coming in towards the east, I would say, and this is his house.
We'll aim for his house first.
So it is pretty like off the beaten path. Not really weird if you hung out there.
I just figured we would camp in the woods.
Okay.
You're saying that it would be better to go to his house?
Either way, I mean, it definitely would be like nicer in his house, but you can stay off the beaten path.
Well, the only problem I have with his house is people hide guns and knives in their houses.
Yeah.
And keep him outside of his house. We could at least take a look at his daughter before we go any farther. It's on the way.
Well, let's go to his house. I want to meet his daughter.
You get to his house. Is everyone going to the house then going from there, or are you breaking off?
I think we'll break off.
Okay. So we have Dash going. Anyone else?
I think that I should at least be there when we do.
Okay.
Look at the daughter. I could meet up with Dash if you want to set up a meeting place if I'm still going in, but I'm the one who does the healing in the group. Should be at least.
Or so then, Gimbal, do you want to come with me?
Sure. I would like to see her at some point just because I might have some knowledge of something, but I don't have to do it right now.
You guys can go to all as a group to the house first if you prefer that, and then break off from there.
Sure. Okay.
So you get there. It's a plain shack, kind of made purely out of wood. Looks like hand built. A few rooms, nothing super fancy. As you get in, you see a kind of a large brick fireplace. some meat hanging, strung up, drying and aging. And in the corner, you hear just a faint cough in the other room.
Do we know her name?
You know her name as...
Say her name.
I had it on here. Tilda.
Hilda?
Sweet.
Tilda.
Tilda?
Yes?
Is it all right if we come in?
Who are you? And you
We
see
are-
Thaddeus kind of... Is he going in the house?
Yeah.
Okay, Thaddeus, pick up. It's all right, dear. Please, come out. These are friends. As she comes out, she sees her dad kind of tied up a bit and gets a little spooked. Walks like behind the doorway and peeks out.
I kind of lead Thaddeus into the house
Okay.
because I want to get the kids indoors because we
Yeah.
don't want to reveal that hand yet.
Father, what are they doing to you?
I also untie his hand so he can hug his daughter because I'm a dad.
Okay.
He can't
Okay.
bear seeing him
He
not-
goes big bear hug, grabs the back of her head and just holds her closely. Maybe 2 minutes or so, then lets her go. These nice people are going to try and help you. Please do whatever you need and do whatever they say, Tilda. She kind of nods. Okay.
So I'm guessing out of character, we let Jared try it, then Coulter, then me.
Sure.
I'm going to do a medicine check first, really quick.
Yeah, it's the same. Yeah.
Go for it. You can both do it at the same time.
I don't know if you guys saw the whole theatrics, but
Guidance. Yep.
oh, it's actually not that bad too. Let me go get my modifier. My medicine isn't that good though. 17.
17. You do find that she has kind of a common cold. There's nothing that you can see that's outwardly physically wrong with her. She's a little sickly, very small, but nothing that you can tell that's wrong.
Yeah, and then
Can I
But-
Arcana check her?
Go for it.
guidance.
My medicine was really, really low. That was off the table.
Go for your two.
You could also, Coulter, if you wanted, you could also take the ritual and do detect magic.
I mean, I think maybe in a moment, but my Arcana check was a 13.
So you're pretty tuned to the vibrations of the weave. It kind of goes in and out of everything, every living and non-living thing in this world. And you can't get a read on her. You come close, you reach deep and feel for the weave, and you don't seem to sense anything.
It's like she's blank.
Yeah.
Just no magic, not like she has no soul.
No
no,
magic.
but-
No, from his Arcana check. Yeah, he doesn't see anything.
But I mean,
outwardly
every
coming
living
off of
thing
her.
has magic, so that's pretty abnormal in itself.
Maybe that's what's afflicting her?
Yeah.
Is it like she's disconnected from the rest of the world and so the magic that like sustains everything is not?
Is that what you're saying, Mark? Or are you saying she just has no spells on her?
From his role, he does not detect any magic in her.
But I mean, Rook doesn't have magic either.
Well, Brooke doesn't know he has magic, but I feel like if I was to do just an Arcana check on a human, I would still see the magic of life. I don't know if that's just my interpretation, but
Yeah,
what I'm getting
you're
from.
correct. Yeah.
I will do detect magic as a ritual then.
Okay. You take the 10 minutes, map out the ritual as your eyes flicker with a kind of bright blue light, detecting everything around you. You can see the weave, you can see the different patterns, and those who can actually use the weave and bend it. As your eyes go over Tilda, there's nothing. It's completely blank. You see just a dark spot with her silhouette around the weave.
This is very abnormal. She's outside of magic itself, it would seem. I don't know if this is what afflicts her, but that would seem to be a symptom, if not the cause.
Can you help her?
I have a thought. Does anyone have a magic item that they can give her to see if it affects her or if she like nullifies magic?
Of course.
A living
Oh yeah, your
magic sphere.
Prestidigitation ring. No, so nothing like powerful gets touched by it.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you give it to her, she puts it on. She doesn't really know what to do with it. With your detect magic still active, you see the ring still has magic, still has power.
And I will sit with her with the hour, kind of like giving her the base, like just kind of focus on it, feel.
Okay.
And like just guide her as best they can. Guidance.
She does the best she could and does everything that you're saying, but can't seem to do anything with the ring.
I'll take it back.
Can you try to restore her?
I can try a few different small. I only have one spell that I could do that could try to help, but it's not a very potent one.
Well, I'll try it.
Just lesser restoration.
Yep. As you touch her and the magic, you feel it flow out of your hands. It drifts off, kind of listless. Usually when you cast this magic on a specific person, it latches on to that person with their connection to the weave. But this just shoots out into the ether and doesn't affect anything.
Did her mother sell her soul?
Oh, her mother was an addict. She was addicted to spark, and unbeknownst to me, she was taking it throughout the pregnancy.
What are the effects of this spark?
Roll a history check. Anybody?
Well,
Oh, hey, that's pretty good. 18.
18.
14.
Everyone who rolled over a 16, spark is a recent drug of the last maybe 20 years or so. It's not very prevalent your neck of the woods around the Dracaran Empire, but you've seen, being with your contacts, Rook, through Mika and kind of other people, you've seen kind of an influx of this drug. Mostly east of the Titan's Gates is where it gets affected by. Not really known how it's made, but it's a drug that lets you disconnect. It kind of gets you on a higher level of consciousness by disconnecting.
So it basically disconnects you from the weave.
Yeah, for a short time, or nullifies it enough to feel the effects of it.
So if the mother was taking this spark, then this girl has been truly from birth disconnected from the weave.
What does that mean? Can you not help her?
I kind of get into a meditative position. There's
Okay.
one more thing I can ask. If everyone could be quiet.
As you're doing that, he roots around and he has a half bottle of a potion and he gives it over. He says, "This is what she was giving her, and it seemed to work a bit, but I don't know if you know what it is."
Obviously, you don't understand the term "everyone be quiet" for a moment.
I'll take the bottle.
Look at that.
Yeah, say if it's still within my detect magic period.
Yeah, does it give you like the exact specifications of the potion?
I know it tells me what kind of magic it is. Sensing magic in any way, and what school of magic it is.
It is I'll just give it to you. It's a potion of restoration. So taking this potion, you are able to restore one spell slot, one first level spell slot.
So the hag has basically been giving her spell slots?
How many of these did she need to take a day?
Oh, guys.
It was once a week that I was giving it to her.
In all honesty, I think I figured out
Small doses.
If we could find the right artifact, I mean, this could be solved fairly trivially, actually.
We have one.
A pearl of power, or
Yeah. Single spell slots. She just needs to focus on it to harness it, or have someone bequeath it against her.
I want to try my thing, though.
Okay.
We don't want to lose that artifact yet.
You sit down to meditate. Roll a percentage dice for me.
A what?
Percentage die.
Oh, percentage. Not just going to let me contact my god whenever I want.
No. He's busy.
even the nice guys got that to do.
Hey, that's an 85, though.
Okay. As you sit down and concentrate, better part of 15, 30, 45 minutes, you ready to give up. You open your eyes and you see back on that same backdrop of mountains. You see Ilmater kind of sitting, shoulders slunk down. Yes, my child.
This girl, I could help her, but I would no longer be able to serve you.
She is outside of my power, unfortunately.
So I can't even help her if I wanted to.
No, my child. She does not possess the necessary components for us to help her.
You understand why this is upsetting?
Yes. That of taking others' suffering, your suffering will only grow.
Well, thanks anyway.
Yes. Then your back vision comes back.
Well, I got nothing. Unfortunately, even Ilmater can't reach her because she's not connected to the goddamn weave.
Before we do discuss the chance of using that item, we should at least check if she could even use it, because she couldn't even use the ring.
If that item can help her, then she's getting it, Bishop. That's the end of it.
Well, we couldn't just give it to her and leave without her knowing it'll work.
True.
Well, you and Dash go get the woman, and we'll work on this then.
All right. Let's go, Dash.
We're not going to leave this child to suffer if we can do something about it. Coulter, Gimbal, can you start working on getting her attuned?
Yes, but let's all keep our tempers in check. I don't want to work her up when we're trying to help her learn.
I understand. Just frustrated.
Yeah, it's frustrating for all of us. You don't have to be an asshole about it, though.
Hey, now you're worsening the situation. How about everybody steps into the living room, and Dream and I will work with Tilda and the Pearl.
All right, Bishop, let's go.
Yeah. I'll cast disguise self just so that I'm not wearing like armor and all this other stuff. So I look just like normal for the most part.
Okay. Yeah, so you're not sneaking, right? You're just going straight in?
If you want to sneak dash, go to the shadows, but I'm not going to be sneaky at all. I don't have the skill set for that.
I'm just go normal.
Okay. She lets you know that her residence / place of business is this house here. It's kind of right next to the dock ward. She, being the controller of the merchant or the head of the merchant class. She kind of has her hands in all of the comings and goings through the boats. So you head there. Easy enough to track her down. You just asked a few people. They direct you to the right spot. She's behind a big kind of oak desk, scribbling something in a ledger. There's my favorite non-sneaky man. How are you doing today?
I'm doing wonderful. How are you?
Fantastic. You have news for me?
Yeah, we do.
Well, out with it. I'm busy.
So the gentleman, what was his name?
Thaddeus.
Thaddeus.
Thaddeus, I have it in my notes. There it is.
The plan is to bring her to us before we tell her.
In all
Okay.
honesty, it'd be best if we could show you what we found. It's within town.
This is a safe space. There's no prying ears listening.
Well, the thing is, what we have to show you isn't here. It's just...
And what is this thing that you can't tell me or show me?
Well, I could tell you that we found the children and brought them back.
That's not what I asked you to do. Thank you for that. You'll be heroes, but...
And there's a
Not what I
connection
asked you.
between the Lord and that happening. And if you'd like to see it...
Make a persuasion. You do not get to guidance yourself.
Yeah, I can't cast spells. This is going to be a close one because what's my persuasion? Because that's a 10 plus.
Don't forget your 2d4.
Oh, yeah, I'll use that too, actually, because I don't have to cast that on myself. That just works. 10, 13, 15 plus my thing. Persuasion 15, 23.
23. She got a natural 20. So that's C.
Well, she knows I'm telling the truth.
Well, this was to persuade her to come with you. Right. 23. Yeah, we'll say her wisdom's not that high. She'll agree begrudgingly to come with you guys.
I promise you it's worth your while.
All right. Well, I'll be missing a lot of work, so it better be. She gets up, dusts herself off. Lead the way. Yep. As you guys start heading back towards Thaddeus's house, we'll pause and go back. So what are you and Dream doing?
We will. I will cast. I'll cast Identify into the Pearl of Power. Can I do that as a ritual?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Wasn't it
What?
wasn't it a ring? I thought it was a ring for some reason.
A pearl.
So I'll cast Identify into that, and I will.
It is a ring of spell storing.
I will cast it into the ring, and I'll give it to her. Place.
We get a pearl of power then.
I don't know how you got a pearl. You got a Ioun stone. No, you didn't get the Ioun stone.
No.
I don't know how you got a pearl of power.
I think we just mistook it because it has a similar property.
Got it. So you're casting Identify into the ring and giving it to her, giving her directions on how to best use it or cast it, right? We'll say it takes about an hour for them to get back with Nicolette. In that time, she takes directions really well. She understands what you're saying, but can't seem to get it to work. Roll an Arcana check.
I can't roll tonight. That's a 10.
Yeah. You don't. Yeah. Go ahead.
I do too. Okay. Because I got a 19 plus 6, so 25.
Oh yeah, that's fantastic. Yeah. So you know that she can't outwardly activate these items because she's not connected to the weave. You get the feeling what the hag was trying to do was to slowly impart portions of power into her in hopes that over a long period of time, she reconnects with the weave. So of that potion, only a small amount of it was actually absorbed, and that's why she felt slightly better. But that has to be a process over many years, and not even sure then if it'll work.
I relay that information. How can we get someone reconnected to the weave?
Well, we know what the potion was, so if we found a strong enough alchemist.
Asking that, do you know if there's anyone in this town that deals in alchemy aside from
No,
fortunate sources?
there may be some at the keep up north, but no one in Sutton. Usually Sutton's just a trading post or a way station on the way to Squall's End.
Well, if it's a trading post and you can get regular shipments here, perhaps you can find a source in Squall's End or with one of the traders who could drop it off on a regular basis.
Be expensive though, and I don't know if he can afford it. Oh, I'm not here. Never mind. Goodbye.
I mean, that's perhaps a question to discuss with the head of the Merchants Guild.
But the potion that the hag was making for you is something you could procure elsewhere. So she's not the only source.
You could procure it legally.
What is this potion she was giving?
It's a potion of
Restoration.
restoration. Just restoration, nothing else.
That's what he said.
Arcane restoration, just restoration. Okay, it is a potion of restoration. If it was taken by someone like myself, it would grant me a weak spell beyond what I would normally be able to cast.
So how much would something like this cost me?
I don't know.
Would that be, what would that roll to be estimated that?
It would be a lot of money. Potion costs. I had it in here.
And not to be the naysayer in the room, but there's a very real chance Thaddeus won't be able to take care of this little girl for much longer.
It's on the rare side, so you're looking anywhere from, I would say, 500 to 800 gold.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you can find someone to make it.
Because let's not forget that Thaddeus did kidnap children from the town. So chances of him escaping any kind of blame for that is very slim. Sorry, sir.
It's understandable. Can she go with you?
I don't know if she'd be any safer with us, but I'm sure we can find something. If you wish for me to take care of your little girl, I will, sir.
If it's not safer, I don't know if that's the best idea, but I appreciate the offer.
I know a man back in where we come from who might be willing to take on such a burden if I asked her.
Please, if it's not too much trouble.
Very well.
At this point, we'll say that Dash and Bishop come back with Nicolette. Why are we going to see Thaddeus? What's this big reveal you have for me?
Just come inside.
All right. Oh, look what we found. Thaddeus and Tilda. What a surprise. And the children. What's going on here?
Well, you asked us to find reasons to blackmail the Lord. Thaddeus, do you want to tell her why you might be that exact thing?
I have been taking the children in exchange for help with Tilda.
From a hag.
She looks at him Very well. You will you will stand trial for this, and it doesn't look good for you, Thaddeus. However, how is this at all related to Barrick?
Well, you're thinking pretty short-sighted. If Thaddeus is kept happy and his daughter is taken care of, then you have a direct line to anything that Barrick would tell Thaddeus. And if Thaddeus gets mouthy, you have the evidence to put him away forever. We say that we fought some trolls that were kidnapping children. You get to be a hero because you gave us the information that helped with that. Thaddeus gets to keep working. Barrick now has a mole inside of him.
That's interesting. Make a persuasion.
Okie dokie.
Can I assist by just kind of adding, or you could just have Thaddeus say that Barrick had him all in on it.
No assist for that one.
All right.
And we are still level 7, right?
Yes, haven't leveled.
I still don't understand who was taking the children previously.
There's only been 3 children gone missing the past few weeks. What'd you get?
21.
Okay. You remember that
There was a legend, right?
there was a legend. You remember that there have been talks of other people going missing in the church district, but no evidence to that. The only evidence there was of people actually going missing were the children.
Okay.
All right. I agree to your terms. Thaddeus, you will be my mole. You will not stand trial. We will say that you helped these fine adventurers save these children, and you will tell me everything I need to know.
Thaddeus, does this seem fair to you?
If it keeps me with my daughter, then yes.
Also, Nicolette, a quick question. How familiar are you, as a merchant, with a potion of restoration?
Quite rare. Nothing that we really deal in. Mostly enchanted artifacts and weapons of sort from the keep up north. Why do you ask?
Well, that seems to be our current best bet for helping his daughter, at least.
That is an expensive bet.
Well, but if his daughter is happy, you could run this town within a fortnight. With Thaddeus' help.
Tell you what, Thaddeus as my mole clears up the whole situation of you lying about being from Ashar. For something of that cost, I'll need something extra, something more to incriminate Barrick.
Okay.
Like
Has
what?
anything happened?
Well, as I said before, his study is not as it seems.
So not so sneaky, man. I think you have to be more sneaky next
Yes,
time.
and I'll get you whatever you want, whatever equipment you need. If you need a ship, if you need this potion, anything. Find me something.
I want your oath that you will protect this girl if we find more information for you.
She takes off her glove and puts out her hand.
I
Insight check.
take off my big gauntlet after a while.
She waits. She shakes your hand, looks you dead in the eye. You have my promise that they will be taken care of.
Insight.
Go for
I
it.
call that too.
Go for it.
20.
What boat might be helpful?
Dirty 20.
22.
She is telling the truth. You know that she's going to do the bare minimum to take care of them, but she's going to stick to her word and take care of them as best she can.
Which includes the potion.
If you get the next part of the deal, which includes the potion.
I'm in.
How do we get what is it? Mask of the Wild, whatever potion.
Mask of the Wild.
Potion of restoration? Oh, you.
No, I'm saying to get into this freaking keep.
Oh,
Gimel has
you want
invisibility.
pass without trace? Is
There
that
we
what you're
go.
talking about?
Yeah.
There's no potions in the town, so you'd have to go elsewhere to find it. Squall's End would probably be your best bet, but that's on the river, probably a week. While walking, probably 2.5.
Well, we could try invisibility plus stealth. I mean, we do have to go see Barrick.
Yeah.
We haven't leveled up yet. Damn.
I still need to rest.
I also need to rest, so whatever we do is going to happen tomorrow.
Yeah.
I have greater invisibility that I can cast on you and concentrate on for a minute. Or I have Dimension Door. If we can get within 500 feet, I can just let you in.
That's true. We've been there before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So plan is to sleep for the night. Are we sleeping in Thaddeus's house so you don't
I have an expensive bed that's still on.
let everyone know that you're in town with the kids?
Yeah, no, we're going to sleep at Thaddeus's house.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
We're not returning the kids yet?
Well, I don't have to return the kids for me to sleep in my fancy bed.
Yes, we do.
All right. But I will take a moment to probably sit outside before I go to bed, to pull out the sword and kind of just almost a form of prayer as I hold the sword in front of me. Just
Okay.
kind of with the basic question of the prayer being, how could I imbue that type of magic into somebody slowly?
Okay. You sit down, you pray, you play for a good while. You don't hear an answer. Your powers you're getting a little different from your father's. His is a direct line to his god, and that god only has a single
There's
patron.
many for the other.
And yours is more so funneled through the sword. So you don't have a direct connection to Helm.
I was mostly asking the sword.
Yeah. But as you're praying and as you're going down, you do feel kind of a heavy hand on your shoulder, just gripping it. As you look up and look over, there's no one.
I'm going to sit back down and just stay there for another hour, kind of contemplate, but then I'll go to bed.
Awesome. Anyone else doing anything? Dream, what are you doing?
So we're in the town, the edge of it, right?
Yeah, so you are, if you're looking at the map, you are right here.
I'm gonna make the map bigger again. Okay, so if I wanted to take these kids, why can't I return the children to their homes? Because we don't want to tell everybody how they were found.
We want to rest before we try the Dimension Door plan. That way we can do the Dimension Door plan. Because
And bringing
Do
them.
we need the kids for that?
We don't want them to know we're back.
That was, I think that was, because I was thinking kind of the same thing, but bringing them back is going to be a big fanfare.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if the mayor doesn't know that we're back, then he won't be expecting us to maybe drop in.
Yeah.
You all also weren't stealthy at all when you.
That's true. We did
got
walk straight back into
Nicolette.
town.
True.
Oh, shoot, yes. Then maybe they already know that people are in town.
Mm-hmm.
But it was
Maybe it's
only
better to
2
return
of
the
our
children.
party, so the rest of us could be doing something else.
Yeah, but Dash
Like
would be the one
sneaking
who's doing the
into the Lord's
sneaking.
manor.
What if I snuck them back home and they just showed up again?
Then we wouldn't get the fanfare. Mostly just the reward, if anything, as well as
You
people amicable.
I would say you would probably be able, with Nicolette and Thaddeus backing the story, you could probably pass it off as you guys still did it. You would be able to do that. It would be kind of a difficult stealth roll with 3 kids in tow, but that's definitely something that's possible if you wanted to sneak them back into their homes.
Well, the real question is, Culture, can you cast Dimension Door without a long rest?
I have to have a long rest before I do that.
How are the kids behaving?
They're good. They're shaken. They've definitely been through something. The 2 that were changed into those creatures are much more closed off. than the third. They happily take the affection when you give it to them, but they're definitely in shock.
I gotta get him home. I don't know that I feel right about keeping us out here just because we're trying to wait for.
Yeah, and you don't sleep. Everyone else sleeps.
Hey, Mark. Can I take the painful memories that they have from them as part of my ability to take other sufferings?
Yes. Yeah, I'll say you can.
Because I've already seen some pretty horrific things, so what's a little bit more?
Make a Constitution save.
20, dirty 20.
Dirty 20, okay. Taking those memories, since they're children, their minds are pretty malleable. So you're able to take away everything bad that they're feeling. So now the last few weeks for them is just blank. The last thing they remember, or they remember the situation, they just don't feel the same visceral reaction to it.
So I took away the trauma, essentially.
You took away the trauma, yeah.
And then I hugged my little girl and said, I did everything I could. And then
Thank
passed.
you, Dad.
Oh, I passed out before I heard it. No!
Oh, man. Whew. Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to try and seek them all home.
Okay. First, before you guys go to bed, I would say Dash and Gimbal. Are you guys doing anything? So we have Rio's going to bed. We had Bishop praying and then going to bed.
If Dream's going to take him back anyway, we might as well just make it official and then say that we're too tired to do any celebration and then wait till tomorrow for our plan.
I mean, I think that the way that Dream's doing it, where it's quietly and in the night,
Yeah.
that could also create a big distraction for us.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm probably just chilling for the first couple hours.
Okay. And
I
now,
would just go
Dream,
to sleep. I've had a really long day.
are you waiting for everyone to sleep to go, or are you just going to do it when Dash is awake still?
Yeah, I would just go. I would get them ready
Okay.
until, I'm going to prep them. Be like,
Yep.
have to be quiet, guys. And can't let anybody know what happened. But I'm going to eat at home tonight.
You see that the other two kids are getting really excited now, really excited to be able to go back home with that trauma now gone. You see the emotion coming out of them a little bit more.
Are there any discarded rags or anything around?
I'm sure you can find some in Thaddeus's house. Yeah.
I try to make a show of attempting to make them look stealthy so that they think that they're stealthy, which I know isn't going to help them, but might make them feel better.
Yeah. So you put little cloaks on them, they're superheroes and they're super stealthy. Yeah, I like it.
A t-shirt and do the ninja wrap with a t-shirt.
Get them all situated.
Yep.
Yeah, as you head out, I would say make a stealth roll.
Oh boy. Off to a rough start, I'm thinking. I got a 4.
A 4. As you get out and into the city, when they're making their way back home, they're getting a lot more excited. A little bit too much for you to keep them down and have them be quiet. So you definitely see some people poking out their windows and looking. People you pass by in the flickering light kind of take notice and keep walking, but they think it's odd that someone is carrying these kids or walking with these kids this late at night.
You can just kind of imagine Dream right now, kind of going, and then the kids don't notice the people watching, so she gives them a stare down. You don't see us.
You intimidate them with your eyes.
That's how you stealth.
But yeah, easy enough. They tell you where they live. You take them to their homes. I would say you're able to sneak them in to their beds unless you want to wake up the parents.
No, I would just sneak them in.
Okay. What do you say to them before you leave?
Okay, now remember, you just woke up in your bed and you don't remember anything, right?
What?
Nothing.
All right, good luck. Bye.
Thank you. They give you a big hug before you leave, and they kind of cuddle up in their beds, just looking around, ear to ear smiles, glad to be home. And at that, are you doing anything else before heading back?
Oh, no, I'm
You head straight back. It takes, again, maybe another hour and a half, just because you had kids with you, to get back here. But yeah, getting back, you see everyone's asleep, including Dash. Doing anything else?
No.
Nope.
I'm just
All right.
best with, my eyes open as I do.
Mm-hmm. All right. As that comes to a close, everyone wakes up at their respective times, and you see the kids are gone.
Oh no, the hag came back in the night and took the children.
No, I returned them.
No, it's fine.
Oh,
We already took them back.
well, I don't know how we're going to get credit for that now, but I guess that works too.
I honestly don't think the kids could have gotten home that quietly. I think Dream would have been fine, but I'm pretty sure someone saw them.
I think that they would corroborate our help once we're ready to take credit.
Well, you told them to tell their parents how great Hero saved them from the woods, right?
Well, I told them to pretend that they didn't remember anything.
Mm. Well, children are terrible at secrets, so.
We'll figure it out.
Very true.
At the end of the day, what matters is that they're home and safe. It doesn't matter if we have credit for this.
Oh, I
So we
just get
go
us
for
in
it.
Baron's mansion. That's the only reason I wanted credit, Gimbal. I'm sorry if it came off as cap.
We can get in without that. I have a fairly long distance.
I was just saying, like, there'd be a definite distraction of a celebration kind of going on as the kids are saved, the thing's solved, yada, yada. You'd even try to give a little bit of credit towards the Baron telling us, hey, I sent these adventurers, and pull him out of his house.
I kind of do the warrior handshake with Thaddeus and go, sorry for getting you in trouble, but I hope you enjoy whatever it is that chick has got planned for you.
Whatever it is, it's worth it as long as she can take care of Tilda. Thank you. Thank you all for looking past my misgivings.
We're a bunch of misfits ourselves.
Mm.
Give him like a nod, and then I'd probably walk out.
Okay. As you walk out, you hear screams from in town. Multiple different places. You see kind of crowds rushing over. As you guys...
You mean like cheers or like screams?
Like one blood-curdling scream. Are you guys rushing over?
I have my bow out and I'm rushing over.
Yep. With your bow out, you guys rush over. You get close to kind of between the docks and the church district. And you see one woman just wailing, holding her child, just happy as all hell that they're back. You see a crowd start to form around as the next family wakes up, finds the children, and they kind of rush into the square.
I thought they were going to be a troll again or something.
Yeah, just like rampaging.
I hate you, Mark, so much. Like, oh God, what did we do wrong? Is the hag back?
You see people cheering, people crowding around, people bringing over different foodstuffs to feed the children.
And then they see us and
Good
cheer
God.
us, right?
You see,
Where's our contact? Yeah.
yeah, you see Miluk actually spots you. He clocks you from kind of across the street and walks over. Is this you're doing then?
Bowing.
Took a bit of effort, but it wasn't
He
too
kind of
hard.
wipes a tear away from his eyes, and he goes up and hugs each and every one of you. Just like a huge, like half-orc hug, lifts you off the ground.
I pick him up.
You guys, he picks you up. He picks you up.
Teeter-totter.
Teeter-totter. He says, "Please, here, take it." And he gives you a big bag. Doesn't even count it. Big bag of gold. What you did for us is beyond words. Thank you.
I'll take it and hold it, and then pass it to Gimbal.
Mm-hmm.
We really need this money, but we shouldn't take it.
You shut up, Rio. You're kind of like, as Bishop go, don't you say anything.
You see Rook having like a crisis of conscience, and you're just like, no.
Yeah, no, just.
I'm so sorry, I swallowed wrong. Oh, that hurt.
It's a good distraction. Smacking someone. What?
Joking. I think that we really must take it at this point. I don't.
Oh, there's no not taking this. It's your money.
Right.
And also, Rook didn't say out loud that we shouldn't take it. I was just thinking.
His face. Okay, so we take the gold.
Yep, you took the gold. You clock Maxwell from across the street. He doesn't notice you, but he's taking all three kids in a big hug as well. Yeah, what are you guys doing from here?
I will like kind of go to the side and send a message to Maxwell and said, "Thanks for getting us out here. I'm glad we were able to help."
He kind of looks around, finds you, just smiles and nods, waves.
Also tell him that he should stop lying to people.
You should also stop lying to people, apparently. That's from Eric.
He kind of looks at Rook and bows his head a bit and goes back to the children.
I think that we should probably make our way to the manor while this is still growing.
Yeah.
Agreed.
You head up to Chateau Berwick. The guards are at their posts at the front gate.
Is there anywhere we think that we could be within 500 feet of where we need to go without the guards seeing us?
I kind of have a plan.
You'd have to be in the grounds. And so what you... so this is the main hall here. This is where the feast was happening. Yeah. What you did, Dash, is you... Let me actually get the draw tool. You exited out this window here, and you made your way around the house this way and found that the actual study was kind of mid-house here. So if you can get anywhere around this area or even like close to here, you can probably dimension door back into the study.
Rio, you said you had a thought?
Well, so there was a window in the study, right?
Yeah.
All right. So invisible Sunflower and have Sunflower go and check out to see if anybody's in the study.
We still got to get onto the ground, so.
Well, Sunflower's fine to check that while we get in.
Getting on the ground shouldn't be hard because, I mean, the Baron does owe us a huge favor, doesn't he?
Yeah.
And
I'm not allowed.
You guys
I'm not
are
allowed.
Yeah, you guys are visiting lords, so you would be allowed on the grounds into the main hall. But yeah, Dash was specifically told never to come on the grounds again.
So we would have to do invisibility on me for me to follow you, and that's assuming that there's no magical wards to like see through invisibility.
Oh, who's gonna do invisibility though? Because I have 1 4th level spell. That's it.
Oh, got it.
Well, couldn't you use lesser invisibility?
I do not have lesser invisibility. How many spells do you think I have?
Well, you used to have lesser invisibility. We used it back in Bluefield.
Greater invisibility.
Is that your 4th level spot, greater invisibility?
And dimension door.
Okay, so do you have normal invisibility?
No, that's
he
what I'm
does
saying.
not.
I don't have any.
He just has greater invisibility.
Okay, greater invisibility lasts a minute.
Right,
But he only has one slot.
But then we
spell
wouldn't
slot.
have dimension door.
Yeah, so invisibility's not happening.
Right, that's what we're saying.
Oh,
But yeah, also, did you get Philip back now?
Yeah, he's back. He sent whatever message you were sending.
Okay, so Dash isn't allowed in. And we have no way of disguising Dash.
Well, we do have. Oh no, I can't use that on him.
I will cast disguise self on myself and just change my wardrobe. And when we first walk in,
Okay. What are you changing it to?
no, just different clothes. Just looks cool.
Oh, all right.
I don't even
Does it
know.
go away when I walk in?
Does it go away?
Yeah.
Are you walking in before you make a plan?
Jared,
No.
that won't solve the problem, because the problem is we can't dimension door and invisible. That's the problem.
I think what he's trying to say is if we can disguise me.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we can't. You can't cast disguise self on Dash, so that.
Well, I thought we had an alter self spell. Don't know that's
Which is
self.
also just on self. Yeah, if they're called self, they're usually just you.
Please double check my spell list, but I don't think I could do anything.
He might just not be able to come in immediately.
You guys,
I don't know.
Dream's asking if you guys have a potion.
I thought we picked up a potion of the thing that we turned.
We had a
How you
scroll.
went underwater. There was, or maybe it was a scroll.
I think we had a scroll of alter self because I remember that I used that to learn the spell. That's where I got alter self from, was one of the scrolls.
Oh, so is that the same problem? We don't have enough slots.
No, it's,
no,
it's only
no.
for him.
Yeah, you can only cast alter self on yourself.
All right, buddy, you're gonna have to scale that wall.
I can
Okay.
help you a little bit,
What
but you got
if-
1 minute of it.
What if Bishop casts disguise self on himself to make him look like Gimbal? Can I then cast alter self on Bishop as Gimbal to make him actually Gimbal?
No.
Okay.
You should definitely waste the spell slots and try it.
All right.
Are there guards on top of the wall?
Make a perception.
Guidance.
Also, one other thing to keep in mind is we don't necessarily need Dash if we're doing the dimension door plan.
Mm-hmm.
Less sneakies.
But you need to be with Dash, though, right, Kimball?
Well, no, I'm saying Dash doesn't need to be the one who's teleported if all we're doing is teleport.
And technically, Gimbal can't dimension door any of
Does-
us anyway, so.
Does anyone else have a decent sneak?
Wait, what, Bishop?
You actually can't dimension door any of us with you. It's only your size or smaller. And we're all twice the size of you.
So it's you, Gimbal.
Yep. You can't take any of us with you. Unless, like, I could have an alter self and I could make myself small. Or if you have a polymorph spell,
Can you alter self yourself?
just disguise.
Okay, so the 18 perception, are there guards on the wall?
With that 18 perception, you do see sparse, but yeah, you do see two sets of guards patrolling one side of the wall.
You ever wanted to run up a wall?
Okay, so new thought. Jumbo, what's your perception like?
Mediocre?
Okay. What's
I
your
would
stealth
say,
like?
for the purposes of this, I would say you'd probably be able to dimension door Dash.
Okay.
Okay. So if you guys can get onto the grounds, cause some kind of distraction, I can get over the wall.
I could create a great distraction, but I will not be able to help you anymore after that.
Only
I was
we
just thinking that perhaps the mayor would want to join the celebration if we let him know what was happening.
could definitely meet with him.
How tall are you, Gimbal?
Oh gosh, I forgot about this. I think I'm like, I want to say I'm like 4'2".
Yeah, as long as you're over 4 foot, you're still medium.
Well, but he is small though, so.
He's letting us do it. Don't argue it.
You're a 4'2" gnome?
Well, it says between 3 and 4 feet tall, so I think probably I had said that I was like 3'10". So
And either way, I'll let you do Dimension Door in this instance.
Because Dimension Door is assuming that the caster is a medium creature, so that's what it means. It's a
So
typo.
it's super shitty if you're a small creature and you can't do anything other than like other small creatures.
Just a party of gnomes.
True.
The next piece of the puzzle, though, is how do I get out?
Sneak.
What's my exit plan?
Out the window?
Okay.
I can levitate you.
Well, okay, so let's say I get back onto the grounds. Where do I go from there? We'd have to cause another distraction or something so that you can clear the wall.
How long does greater invisibility last?
A minute.
Just 1
And
minute?
you cast both spells, because we only have one spell slot.
Yeah, but I mean, if you do that to infiltrate instead of Dimension Door, it'd be easier.
Get in and out in 1 minute, though.
You wouldn't be able to get out, so you'd have to sneak out. But either way, you'd have to sneak out.
Yeah.
And unless you... I don't know why I'm helping you guys.
For Dimension Door, your best bet would be if we could sneak you in specifically. You could alter yourself to somebody else that you might have seen as a servant. Hopefully get by close enough so that you could Dimension Door to the study, or miraculously make it to the study and the Dimension Door out. Otherwise, this is going to be rough.
You have 5 levels of a ring of spell storing.
Oh, that is also a true point. You could just
So if we wait a day, we could do both.
Well,
and can I use that then?
Can't you alter self into the ring of spell storing as well as
give it to somebody else.
Dimension Door?
Yes.
So
I will stick this one out and give you a beautiful like a.
What are you going to say, Rio?
No, nothing.
Can I do that?
That's
You can do that now too, because you can just store that right now. Like you can do disguise self if you don't want to do alter self.
I mean, I can do that twice right now.
I was going to say, can you do 2 alter selves so I can have one to go in and one to get out?
So it's only a 5 level. So if
right, but it's level
alter
2.
Second.
Level 2, so 2. That's 4 levels.
How about I put in disguise self? You put in Dimension Door. We give the ring to him. He could disguise self in. As me, I'll be outside of the grounds somewhere random. And then Dimension Door out of the study.
How long does disguise self last?
An hour.
Hour.
Oh, okay.
Of course, that would mean he has to sneak in. But if he gets caught as in disguise of something, he could instantly be gone. Preferably not in my form, actually.
So my plan might work, but it involves Thaddeus and Tilda.
Okay.
So
I'm listening.
Alter Self lets you change your appearance to someone who's the same size as you. If Tilda is with us, couldn't you just be Tilda who's lost in the manor somewhere after you get into the study?
Oh no, I got lost.
Exactly. And then they would bring you right back to us.
Tilda's a little girl, so that would be me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It would have to be you, but then you Dimension Door into the study once we're in there, and then walk out as Tilda and get brought back to us.
But we also got a plan. Okay, so then there's 2 plans. But we do have a plan where
Dash goes in.
Can go in.
And probably get out too with it.
Yeah.
What's your perception bonus?
Well, his investigation is really good. And that's what he would be doing to search that room.
My investigation's a +8.
Got it.
My perception's a +1.
Word, see, mine's flipped.
You see, my only problem with sending Dash is if for some reason Dash does get caught, Dash could be put to death this time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And blow our cover all over again. That's what I'm thinking. The only person who can't be involved in the plan is Dash this time around. But I'm willing to hear other thoughts, but I think the alter self into Tilda would actually work pretty well because it's not an illusion. You would feel like Tilda.
I have spider climb. Does that help? I just remembered I have that.
In all honesty, that could help if we want to have Dash literally just lightning speed run over the wall into the study and run over the wall again because I have haste.
We might want to do that at night, though.
Yeah.
I vote we try the Tilda plan.
Because we don't even know what we're looking for, right? Like, we just know there's something weird about his study, right?
Yep.
So we go in with Thaddeus and Tilda. Tilda and Coulter go to the bathroom. Bada bing, bada boom, dimension door. Figure it out.
We'd have to bring Tilda in so they see her brought into the compound at least. And then we have to smuggle her out somehow.
I can also walk in as Tilda and walk out as Tilda.
That's what I assumed it was you were going to be Tilda.
There we go.
Yeah.
Oh, perfect.
Do that.
I could either do if you want me to go with you.
Be strange that you're walking in as Tilda and then Tilda just is no longer there.
Wait, wasn't Maxwell
No, that was the whole point, was that
one of the missing kids?
still leaving as Tilda.
But what'd you say, Rio?
Doesn't Maxwell have a missing kid too?
Maxwell doesn't, no.
I thought his sister got kidnapped.
I thought he lied about that and he
Yeah,
was just
he
helping
did.
out the town.
He was just helping out the town.
Yeah,
Maxwell lies about a lot of things.
he does.
Yeah.
Because it would be within reason if we brought the missing children here.
Well, no, but I mean, like, what I was saying is it wouldn't be weird that Tilda wasn't there anymore because Tilda would never not be there. Like, she went to the bathroom.
I thought
then-
Mark was saying that bringing Tilda would be weird.
One,
Yeah,
bringing Tilda would be weird. Two, if you're having a conversation with Barrick and Tilda goes missing for longer than maybe 5 minutes, that would be strange.
Yeah.
Pretty strange.
And like they would send someone to find her. So I mean, it definitely, you can definitely do it, and it gives
especially
you
with
a
being sickly.
it gives you a time limit on like what you can and can't investigate. But
Unless Jeremiah takes Tilda to another room, she's not feeling well, and he wants her to lay down for a bit because she is known to be sickly.
you can try it for sure.
It's going to be perception rolls. Why don't we just try to find an empty
Persuasion.
room? Why don't we just try to like empty the room and just get in there somehow empty?
That's what I'm saying. Just dimension door in, look around, and then sneak out the window. You have the fly spell, right? No? Okay. I thought you had it for some reason. Oh,
I can-
levitate.
Levitate, I do have, yeah.
We could do something that'd be a little dangerous, but hear me out. So, if Gimel and I could get onto the grounds and get to a place where we are not seen,
That shouldn't be hard because we're allowed on the grounds.
okay. If he could dimension door me with him, we could both go into the study as long as we know it's empty using the bowel.
Sunflower.
Philip or Sunflower.
Yeah.
Oh,
Philip,
Philip
Philip
or
was gone,
Sunflower.
I thought.
no, Philip came
Came
back.
back. And I have a spell that works exactly like the dimension door, but causes a loud ruckus.
But it's only
Oh,
for
yeah.
you, right?
But we
I
also
can take one person with me.
don't want to cause a loud ruckus. We want to get the information without Barrick knowing that we have it. So, because if they know that we have it, then Nicolette can't use it because they'll just change it.
What if
So we have two plans. One, give Dash the ring of spell storing, so he has alter self or disguise self, either one. So he can go in, sneak around, figure everything out, come out. Or give him a ring of spell storing with dimension door and something else. And he can poof in.
I can even disguise self with that one? So
Does disguise self first level?
first level.
Yeah, so I mean you could disguise yourself in the grounds. Even maybe sneak in the room, and that could be your exit key, dimension door. Or we can have Gimbal as one of the children, maybe Tilda, coming in with Thaddeus and going missing. and then giving a short window to search.
Or I am still actually just allowed to be there.
And
Yeah.
dimension door straight to the room, and then just levitate out the window.
That would be strange, since
Yeah.
you guys are going there specifically to see, and he is the high mage. So if you guys went in with Gimbal, wanting to see Barrick's not going to see a lower mage or the guard. He's going to want to see the high mage.
Barrick isn't going to want to offer us a room for the night because we're these great heroes.
You can ask him.
After we already tried to steal from him?
No, after Dash did, and Dash isn't with us anymore because he was being severely punished.
He already knows that we have posh rooms somewhere else that were given to us.
We're taking too long to make a choice. We need to do something.
Okay, Dash plan or Gimbal plan?
Well, if Dash disguises himself to be Thaddeus, he has full reign of the manor as well, right?
That's true. Thaddeus would be a good one. And then,
So we combine the two?
yeah, so disguise yourself as Thaddeus. So I'll charge the ring. Has a disguise in it.
And then Coulter comes with me?
No, he will give you the dimension door in the ring. So now you have 2 spells in that ring.
If you get
So
caught,
you'll have an hour to get in and out as Thaddeus.
but if he gets caught, he'll be executed.
Yes. That's why I saved dimension door for the getting out. If you can't get to the study, just get out.
Okay, I'll try it. I'm down. Let's do it.
Okay.
If everyone else wants to do this, I'm down for
I
it.
could help make a distraction. Just the best thing I could do is if thing hits the wall, I can make a really loud noise and be perfectly fine getting away from it.
I feel like if we're going with the Thaddeus plan, the rest of us should stay away from the manor to distance ourselves in case.
Yeah.
Yep, be seen in public.
Okay.
Yes.
Maybe not all of you, but a couple people.
And maybe
Let's just throw a party for the kids.
and
We'll go with me with the
maybe
kids.
and maybe Dash can talk to Thaddeus for a little bit just to get like a little bit of background before we go in blind.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
also to know the safe places he could be.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I know I'm the only int-based character, but just like let's background work this.
Wait, does
No.
Thaddeus even know what would be weird about the study? Did we ask him? Maybe he just knows.
Yeah, Thaddeus!
Are you going back to Thaddeus' house?
I don't
Yeah.
think. Well, we just went into the town to like see the celebration.
Yeah,
We
okay.
haven't like gone up to the manor yet.
Okay, yeah, you head back to Thaddeus'
We're having
house
this hour-long argument outside the manor about how to break
while
into it.
walking.
No, we're just
We're
right in
gonna
front of the
break in, we
gates,
gotta
front of
break in.
Two guards just looking at us like,
We're gonna break in. We gotta be smart about it. Oh, hey, mister.
Oh, hey, guard.
How you doing?
It's a nice sword you got there. So you head back to Thaddeus' house. You find Thaddeus. You talk to him. What are you asking him?
Well, first off, I want to ask him if it would be weird for him to be in the manor by himself randomly.
Typically, in the manor, attending to Barrick with whatever he needs. He summons me for things, but I'm not really a staple at the manor.
What?
I don't think it would be odd for me to be most places. Where are you wanting me to go?
Barrick's study.
I think that'd be quite odd to be in Barrick's study alone.
Okay, but it wouldn't be abnormal for you to be in the manor by yourself,
No.
just in general. Okay. Do you know anything weird about the study? Are there any?
He keeps it pretty private. Ever since he became Lord, we've lost a little bit of our relationship.
That's a shame.
We grew up together, right here in Sutton. We were both orphans in the church district. But hey, what can you do?
wait, he was an orphan in the church district.
No, we both were.
How did he become Lord?
We both joined the military and rose up the ranks there, and he fought for Sutton. He fought off these beasts a few years ago. Helped him with a few of them, but that was enough clout that he needed to become the Lord.
If only we had a druid. This would be so simple with a druid.
Well, shape into a squirrel.
How about a furball druid?
What do you think you're going to find in his study?
I don't know, but that's how we're going to get your little girl taken care of.
Well, I'll help however I can.
Well,
You just
don't
stay-
withhold anything from us if you know anything.
You know as much as I do now.
Okay.
Are we doing it today?
That was the plan?
Okay, Thaddeus, what you could do for us is make sure nobody sees you until we come back.
Easy enough. I'm pretty easy to be not seen.
Beautiful.
What class is Thaddeus?
He's a ranger.
You know what also lasts for an hour?
Pass without trace.
You did cast that on us already, so if we weren't trying to sneak Thaddeus in with you, it's 2 Thaddeus.
Through the rest of the plan, you just cast spider climb, pass without trace.
You just have a circle of people in Thaddeus's house holding hands, concentrating on all these spells.
No, what'll happen is we'll be outside the walls. Spider climb. Haste.
So what are you asking, Thaddeus?
Should we ask him to cast Pass Without Trace just as like help?
Well, we would have to be closer to the manor because you only get an hour.
And he has to stay next to him. He has to go with you.
Where does it say that?
Is that a self spell?
As a ranger, when you cast Pass Without Trace, it only works within like a 30-foot range.
Creature's within 30 feet of you.
That's when you cast it, though. That's not.
No,
Is the
it
range
has to
self?
stay.
It says for the duration, each creature within 30 feet of you.
Has to
What are
stay.
you asking, Thaddeus?
I'm not asking Thaddeus anything right now. I think we've asked everything we need to, yeah?
Well, you need to know. Well, yeah, I guess that's true.
Are there any secret ways into or out of the manor?
Well, there's a blind spot towards the military barracks. There's not many people patrolling there since it's so close, but you'd be able to sneak in pretty easily there as long as you're good enough.
Hey, how did you know our name?
You sure better be hoping that I'm good enough today, sir.
Are you asking him anything about the spell?
What spell?
Pass Without Trace?
We're not asking. He can't cast that for us, can he?
Well, he could cast it into our ring of spell storing if we didn't have the dimension door.
That is true.
Which one's better?
Well, I'm saying you could have both alter self and pass without trace in the ring.
Actually, what level is Pass Without Trace?
2.
I can give you Thunderstep. That's gonna be your emergency get out of jail free card. Oh.
And pass without trace is not a concentration spell, so you could have both alter self and pass without
It
trace.
is a concentration spell.
Yes.
Oh, there it is. Damn it. Alter self.
This guy's
No,
selfish.
Pass Without Trace.
D&D gives us so many options and then just ties our hands behind our back.
I would say Pass Without Trace would probably be the best bet, along with either Disguise Self, or if we really just all gotta give up on Sutton, I could give you the get out of jail, but it would mean the whole place would be on alert.
Okay, so what are we doing here?
I don't know, man. We just
So-
gotta go with the plan.
Have you brought up the spell Pass Without Trace with Thaddeus at all?
Yes.
Actually, yeah.
What did you ask him about it?
How do you cast it?
Make a persuasion check.
You can't get guidance right before you persuade someone.
That's it.
Highly suspicious.
It's a natural one.
Yep.
I was also talking. Can I also try, Mark, before you say anything?
Yes. And I'll also let Dash try.
Thank you. I wasn't going to ask, but thanks.
21, Mark.
Okay.
Hold on.
He doesn't even hear me ask.
We're doing persuasion.
Yep.
27.
27. He ignores Bishop.
I don't exist. I stealth nat 20.
He hears you two out, and he says, "You've done so much for me. Take it." And he takes off a ring, and he gives you a ring of Pass Without Trace.
No!
All right, here we go.
No!
Give me a ring, Gimble.
All you had to do was ask.
All right, put Dimension Door in it. Now we got Dimension Door, all disguise self. And
So that ring
I
has
had-
2 charges of Pass Without Trace, and one refreshes every day.
I just had to swap AirPods, but I think I know what happened.
Okay.
That's beautiful.
Be
Do you
happy,
recap?
because Mark just effed his campaign.
Just a bit.
Or did I?
I don't know if he did or not. We'll see.
Insight
so-
check.
Yeah, can I insight the DM?
So inside the spell of storing, we have Disguise Self, Dimension Door. You now have the ring of Pass Without Trace.
Yes.
2 rings at the same time.
That's
so
2
you've
and
got
12
everything
of
you need. Dash, go. Go, go, go. Be back in an hour.
Bye-bye.
The ring of Pass Without Trace does take an attunement slot. So does the ring of spell storing.
I don't have anything else attuned.
Okay.
Because my bow isn't an attunement because it's just a +1.
Cool.
Right? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, so I don't have any. Oh, I am going to take the coin with me, but not let anyone else know that I'm taking it with me.
Got it.
That's my failsafe.
Cool.
Okay.
I'll cast haste on you as you go out the door so you can get to your job faster. I'm not doing
It
anything
only lasts
today.
a minute.
Yeah, he'll get to the spot quicker.
You run real quick for a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Super
like
sneak.
halfway to the fountain, like running really
Yep.
fast, and I'm just like, oh.
Then you're
no.
like, okay. So you disguise self.
Yep.
Okay. What are you looking like?
Like Thaddeus.
Okay, so you look like Thaddeus. You're coming back. You go up to the front gates. What do you need?
I'm here to see Barrick, Lord Barrick.
Is he expecting you?
I'm not sure. I have some stuff I need to talk to him about the children who came back. But I'm willing to wait around
Good
for him
day.
if I need to.
Do you want us to send for him, or do you want to come in and see him yourself?
I'll come find him. I know.
All right. They part ways. You walk through.
Heard.
And it is the middle of the day, too, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. Now hold on. Can I have Pass Without Trace done at the same time as Disguise Self?
This guy's
No.
Disguise self is not
fire concentration, so you're good.
Oh, then yes.
Okay. So then I'm going to do the Pass Without Trace.
Okay. Plus 10 to your stealth rolls.
Yep. Going to the palace. Or the
All
mansion.
right.
And I'm stealthing to that damn study again, and I'm not stopping anywhere else.
Make a stealth roll.
We probably should have still sent Philip to make sure the study is actually empty.
Yeah, you should.
33.
33. All right. Easy enough. You know the way. You pass right by the dungeon you were locked up in. Keep going. You make your way over to the study.
I do not go in.
Yep. You wait for all the guards to pass. So you have a good 5 minutes or so before the next set of guards come through. Make a perception.
22.
22. You don't hear anything in the room.
Is this ground level?
Yes.
Are there windows around?
Where you are, there's a window at the very end of the hall, maybe 90 feet.
How long would it take me to go out that window around to the study to look in the window of the study?
Well, stealth, maybe 20 minutes, 25.
So I would have about 25 minutes left on disguise stealth after that. I'm past that trace. I'm going to do that.
Okay. I'll need you to make one stealth to get over there, and then another stealth when you're out of the grounds.
Stealth to get over there is a 37.
Okay.
Stealth on the grounds is a 39.
All right. Yeah, easy enough.
I suppose the best thing ever. Okay, so I want to look in the window.
You creep along. You take a peek in the window. Make another perception.
19.
Nobody in the room.
Okay, can I get in the window from here?
I would say you'd probably have to jimmy it open. So I'd need like a lock picking check.
Okay, which I've got that. That is base 18 plus 3 plus... Oh God, so 21 plus something.
Okay, that's good enough.
Okay.
You start on the lock. You hear footsteps coming closer. You retreat into kind of a nearby bush. Wait for a few guards to walk past. When the coast is clear, you go back up. You finish undoing the lock. You're able to. It goes out, so you're able to pull the window out, sneak in, and close the window again. So you're effectively in the study right now. It is daylight, so anyone passing by the window, taking any kind of long interest, is going to see you in the room.
Okay. I crouch down and look around.
Do an investigation.
13.
13. You look around the desk. You don't see anything. You kind of check around the different like couch sitting area he has. There's one weird thing. Nope, you actually weren't in this room before. You don't find anything of note.
Can I slightly shift furniture and see if things move weirdly?
Sure. I would say for you to make another check, it's going to be some time. So, all right, you're good. Go and make another check. Investigation.
19.
19, better. As you're shifting furniture, as you kind of move the couch out of the way and look underneath it, you see very slight, kind of across the room, very slight scratch marks in the mahogany wood floors right in front of the armor. Going over to investigate it, you see that it's been cleaned up many times and filled in, but it looks like this armor can move forward.
How much time do I have left right now?
It was an extra 10 minutes there, so you probably have 20 minutes left, right?
Okay.
15, 20 minutes.
Can I test the armor and see if like it's going to pull quietly?
Yeah, it's easy enough. You can start just slowly pulling it. It seems stable. It seems all the pieces are together. They're not an actual suit of armor. You're able to pull it away from the wall without it scratching or making much noise.
Okay. Check the wall.
Yeah, you see what the statue was, or the suit of armor was above, was a trapdoor.
Can I check for traps on the trapdoor?
Sure.
What am I checking? It's
Investigation.
17.
No traps that you can see, magical or mundane.
I open the trapdoor.
Yep, it gives it just a slight as it opens. You see a staircase going down.
Can I listen for a minute?
Sure, perception.
25.
You hear faint chatter down there.
Multiple voices.
You hear 2 distinct voices. It's not close enough for you to hear what they're saying, but you hear a low-pitched voice and a higher-pitched voice talking.
How did they close the trap door?
Don't know.
Probably a button somewhere, but pulling it just works.
Can I go partway down the stairs and see if I can hear better?
Yeah, as you climb down the stairs, 5, 10, 15 feet, you see the stairs go a long way down. As you pass the 15-foot mark, you see a glyph to your right spark, kind of a bright blue, and the light that was shining through the trapdoor is no longer. You get the feeling that something closed the trapdoor.
Can I go back up and try to open it?
As you go back up and you do a push, it doesn't feel like it's giving. If you did kind of at full strength, you get the feeling that it'll be hard, but you could probably push the suit of armor out of the way. But it would make some noise.
You don't gotta worry about that. You already got your way out. Go.
Get the info. Get the info and then get out.
Okay, yeah, I go back down the stairs more.
Okay. I need you to make another stealth check.
Come on, dice.
At this point, you probably have like 5 minutes remaining.
Yep. 38, sorry.
38. Easy enough. You head down maybe 60 feet downward. And the voices are coming clearer and clearer. As you're at the base of the stairs, you peek out and you see just a silhouette of what seems like a man. You can hear his voice talking to something. It's in your way, so you can't really see what that something is. You hear a conversation of, "This is ridiculous. How can these petty adventurers destroy her lair? It's gone." The voice says, "I don't know, but apparently the children are back and Thaddeus is nowhere to be seen, so maybe they took care of him. I don't know. I'll do whatever you wish."
How much time do I have?
Here, it's out.
I go back up the stairs.
Make a stealth.
You still have Dimension Door?
You still could cast it again. It had 2 charges.
Oh, yeah, I cast it again.
Okay.
32.
32. Yeah, you're able to cast it with no repercussion. No, without the figure noticing.
Okay, so I go up to the top of the stairs, then I cast Dimension Door.
Okay. Where are you choosing?
Into the hallway outside of the door, or by the window that I went out of. But no, hold on. Because if there's a guard there,
Dimension Door.
yeah, into the bathroom. Either the bathroom or if that's close enough, or if that's not close enough, a bush outside that I wouldn't be seen in.
Which one are you doing?
Bathroom.
Bathroom?
Someone's in the bathroom. Someone's in the bathroom. I'm going to die.
Gotta kill that person in the bathroom. That's all you gotta do. And then you're free and clear.
Make a percentage roll.
Oh boy.
We're fine. This is the golden stuff right here.
Right, guys. Ready for dash?
It's okay. He wouldn't dare kill you. You'll come back stronger as a druid.
44.
44. You bamf in the bathroom, right in front of the sink, and you startle someone next to you. You look over, and it's one of the cooks from the other night.
And I look like Thaddeus still, or I look like myself?
You look like yourself.
Yeah, that's gone.
Pay him off.
What are you doing here? And he's backing up towards the door.
Hold on a second. I'm gonna kill him.
All right.
We're not there.
Roll for an attack.
I know this. Oh God.
I
don't know this is happening. I'm not gonna.
We have no idea that it happened.
Hold on, I gotta do some math here.
You and I are in an intense
I'll give
game
you
of
a
chess
surprise.
Okay. Okay, it's a surprise hit. Okay, so rapier. All right. Oh Lord. 32 damage.
32 damage. As you beckon him to wait, he's about at the door. He turns around at you and reflexes quicker than light. You unsheath your rapier and slit him in the throat. He's standing there, surprised, holds his throat, blood gushing out. After maybe 10 seconds, he drops to the ground. And that's where we're going to end our episode.
You know what makes it even worse? That ends Pass Without a Trace. Now you have to sneak out on your own.
It does not end Pass Without Trace. It's a concentration spell. So
if you make an attack roll, it should cancel it, I thought.
It does not.
Oh, never mind.
Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. This has been really fun. I hope it was fun for you as well. We were the Mighty Misfit Menagerie, or cast, and we will come up with the tagline eventually.
Eventually.